Hi, this is Peter Sage, and on this video I want to share with you some insights that'll help you understand how to get yourself to work harder on whatever it is that you're doing. And there's some quick, easy keys to be able to share with you on that. And the first one, very simply, is make sure you're doing something you love. You don't need an excuse to do things you love. And so most people who need motivation to work harder usually find it's because they're working on something that they don't enjoy. So either scrap that or find something you do enjoy. You know, there's an energy around focusing on your passion that many people ignore. But you may be turning around to me and saying, well, Peter, I don't have a chance to do that. I'm stuck in this deal and I've got this project I've got to finish and there's so much to do. How do I do it? Well, if you can't follow your passion and use that level of energy to tap into getting yourself to work harder, then rent yourself out. What do I mean by that? See yourself as the actor in that particular scene. Not every scene in a movie, if you're watching the movie, goes according to plan in terms of how the lead character wants it to go. So just know that you're in that scene at this moment and rent yourself out. See yourself off stage, looking at yourself on screen, and just say, I've just got to go act through these lines for this particular part. And that disassociates us emotionally from a lot of the negative vibrations that we attach to what it is that we're doing if we feel unmotivated. Now, another way to be able to do this is probably the most important way to encourage yourself to work harder is to increase your why. You see, there's a psychological fact that people do things for reasons. Now, they may not be your reasons and they may not be my reasons, but everybody does things for reasons. And so what you do when you're working harder or you're working on a project, you're doing it because there's a reason for it. Now, if your motivation is low, it's because the reason that you're doing it doesn't resonate at a high level. So how do you increase your why? Well, one of the ways that I found is by focusing on what is the outcome of what it is that you're doing and how can that serve beyond you to people that you care about or the world at large. People can be motivated by themselves up to a point, but when you start motivating yourself because of what you can contribute, you tap into a deeper level of motivation. You know, it's a fact, if you look at the New York Marathon, the Boston Marathon, the London Marathon, there's more people that run those marathons for the first time running for other people, causes, charities. And think about how much it would take to motivate yourself if you've never ran a marathon before to go and train for one. And getting up when you need to do a 20K or a 15-mile training run and it's cold and wet and miserable and you haven't eaten properly and you're tired. But you've got to go do it anyway. If we're doing it for ourselves, a lot of the time we can quit. But if we're doing it for others, there's something that compels us. If you've got to get up early to go get yourself to a certain place and you're not feeling motivated, it's hard. But if you've got to get up and go because your boss will fire you if you don't, or you've got to pick the kids up from the airport, there's a different reason. So focus on what it is that is your why and check in, is it self-serving, which is limiting in its power? Or is it more ethnocentric, whereby I'm doing it for a reason and find a reason to be able to contribute with what it is that you're doing? Okay. Third one, set yourself up to win. Now, this may sound easy, but let me give you some insight into brain chemistry. Now, one of my good friends, Dave Asprey from the Bulletproof team, amazing man, shared this with me, and that is that the brain, although it's 1/50th of the body weight, takes up 20% of the calories. 20% of the energy in your body goes to run your brain. Now, if that energy is low, guess what? You feel demotivated. And a lot of the time people try and rely on willpower, but willpower isn't on demand. Willpower has cycles based upon whether your brain is being fed the energy it needs. So if you are feeling down and thinking, I was going to commit to that, but I can't, I'm just not in the mood, and you don't want to work harder, then first things first, go check your brain chemistry. Get yourself some fast sugars into the diet, some high quality brain fuel to be able to perk yourself back up at that level, then go do it. Another great way of setting yourself up to win is that when you're in the mood to do something, prepare something for when you're going to be doing the project. In other words, I'll give you an example. If you go to bed at night, put your gym kit at the bottom of the bed if you're going to the gym in the morning. Research has shown if you get out of bed and that gym kit is more than 20 seconds away, you're not likely to make it if you're not in the mood. But if your gym kit is at the foot of the bed and you get out and the first thing you do is put it on, you're ahead of the game. Set yourself up to win. Yeah, so when I'm in the mood and I am energized, my brain chemistry is high and I'm associated to what I'm doing, do something in that moment to take action towards setting yourself up for when you know predictably that cycle is going to dip. Because you can't be in uptime all the while. That's a superhuman myth. So yeah, those are the tips I would say I can give for being able to encourage yourself to work harder on something, especially when you're not in the mood. Hey, Peter Sage here. I'm back just to say I hope you enjoyed what you saw on that video, and remember that knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. So it's about applying what you learn, not just being passively entertained by what you learn. If you like more of what I do, please subscribe to my channel so I can share more of my wisdom and insights with you to make a difference. Please also go to my website at petersage.com. I have a ton of free content for a lot of people there to add more value, and I hope to see you on another video soon.